One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He has the first and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a split backfield. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He wants to change this route. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got his man. Knocked off his feet.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and
there he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Let's go. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, SMU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's back. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You held the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's back. A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the catch. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Fletcher. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Canes are on the move. Just keep slinging it. Got a man, it's Fletcher. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. QB draw. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Hit as he throws. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cade! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. seem to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable. Because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the lone running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's back. Pocket breaking down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Lyle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
To the air, it's back. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Looking to throw, it's back. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Toss to the outside. At the 15, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 12 over Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll toss it to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires it incomplete.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Oh, they're after him. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Got a little space. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than others.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Bully ball on third and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it go. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. At the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option.
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The pitch to the left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Scrambling away, finding open areas. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.